you guys, my name is Desiree at All See in the Barn today. So today we got new horses. Actually, Sticks and Devin pick up a full load on Saturday. So they're all in the end pen. There's like 2 Belgian drafts, a few horses, and then all the donkeys that are in the end pen, they just came in on Saturday. Also this morning we had Jamie, our hauler from Texas, also drop off 2 Belgian drafts, and they're all in the end pen. 1 mini horse, he's adopted, so he's leaving today. And then we have a mini horse in the paint with Clover's pen. Come in and out going. We have 6 donkeys leaving this weekend. It's just a lot going on, a lot adopting.
Hi, I'm Walker Reynolds. I'm the farrier out here at All Seed in the Barn, and today we were working on a horse named Bruce. Bruce has been here, 3 years at least, I bet. We've shot him before, and then they weren't riding him as much, so we pulled the shoes and let him go barefoot. Now they're using him a lot for pony and other horses, so we just did a full set on him today. And then we're working on another horse named Phantom. I've shot him twice. Pretty simple, just regular shoes, nothing crazy.
Good morning, I'm Dr. Lucas. We're here at All Seated in a Barn. We just finished the horses actually coming around right that direction, that beautiful quarter horse that you just saw moving around. So she had a couple issues when she first came in with some soundness. We worked it up. She is doing phenomenal right now. So she is on her path to being a great horse, sound, ready to go to her nice family. We're kind of sad to lose her because she's one of my favorites, but she's doing great. Dash has been here for a few months and she has been proceeding excellent.
So we have Linda. Linda was adopted at first, but she's back with us. She is super sweet. She came all the way from Arizona yesterday, so she's just now decompressing, and then we'll probably assess her again to see where she's at, but she is the sweetest girl.
I'm here with the new horses that came in, or they're in the quarantine pen. They just got here probably from Texas. Someone else wants to be on camera here. So we just try to see who's friendly, who's not, who likes the attention. Right now we're just kind of meeting. There's a lot of horses in here. Who are you? Huh? Who are you? This is my happy place. I'd rather be here, and I hate to say this, but than home. I don't want to do housework. I want to be out here and be in the air, outside, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the horses, my friends. It is my happy place.
Hey guys, it's Maddie at All Seed in the Barn again. It's Wednesday, so it's Path Point Day. We got, actually one new guy here today. His name is Ryan. We're all just kind of enjoying the beautiful weather right now and walking around and giving everybody treats like we love to do. And it really does help the horses desensitize to human contact and stuff like that. So every little thing helps around here. Great horse to talk about is Amora. When she first got here, she had her baby Betty and was not used to human contact at all. Did not want to come up to humans, did not want to take treats, but her daughter, Betty, was the icebreaker for her. Betty knew that we were dangerous, so she would come up to us, we'd show her love and affection, and Amora kept seeing that, and then finally she started coming up to us as well, getting treats, getting pets, and all that good stuff, and that really helped, be the icebreaker for her, and to learn that not every touch is going to be a bad touch.
Hi, it's Leanne, and I just had such a nice ride on Red Boy, whom has my heart. He is a barn horse that I use for children's rides and birthdays, etc. I have claimed him, and he has my heart, and I love him to pieces. Because he is kind and he loves me. It's rare that I find a man that actually loves me. We connect beyond. When I first met him, he and I were like locking eyes, like we were in love from the very second. He's been here probably a good 1.5 years, but he is pretty much one of my only horses that I trust to put the children on. He's just really well behaved, and he puts up with this old lady. When I crawl on his back, he stands still and he's like, hurry up already.
Good morning, everyone. I am here with Patrick, my one-eyed wonder, who you've seen in previous videos. I'm just warming him up. We've had a change of weather the last few days, so it's a little more chilly, which always makes their energy a little bit more heightened because they feel good. This week at the barn, even though it's only Wednesday, has been a really long week. So thank you, Patrick, for stopping. I love him because as soon as I check out, he stops and he's like, Tiff, what do you want me to do? Now I'm filling them in, Patrick, because the team here had a really hard day yesterday. And so today I'm gonna be really kind to myself and to my horses as always, as we navigate all the changes and come back to the barn to do it all again today.
This week, we brought over 13 horses from this last auction and donkeys. We like to rehabilitate some of them here, the ones that we feel can make the trip and they're not compromised in any way. So we welcomed them this week. A favorite that everyone is excited to follow is Christo. And he was the half-blind, really scared white gelding that we posted on Instagram. So he's here, so we'll be able to do a lot more social media updates on him so people can follow his journey closely. Yesterday specifically was not a good day here for a lot of us. It started with us having to make the really hard decision to put Sarah down. Sarah is a horse that we got into Larry about 5 months ago. She was super emaciated, and the problem is with some of these older horses that we get in is that their legs are extremely compromised. As she's gained weight, she's gotten more painful and painful and painful to the point where we're doing everything we can to help her, but unfortunately it's just not fair anymore to keep her pushing forward because of our own selfishness. So we as a team collectively made the decision that we needed to put Sarah down, relieve her of the pain that she was in because it just wasn't right. And we of course did the x-rays, which validated all the chips of bone hanging off in her legs, all the fractures, all the arthritis. And she was just getting where if you went in to even touch her, she would try to kick you, bite you, come after you because she hurt and she didn't know how else to express that. So that was a really hard day. And then later on in the afternoon, of course it was like one thing after the other. We just had this massive rainstorm and we never have colic out here ever. Like we never even deal with it. And unfortunately it rained. So the horses, you know, they don't drink water when it's raining. They just stand there. And then it was cold and then it gets warm. So then they stand in the sun all day to warm up. And unfortunately, 2 of our horses out here yesterday started colicking. Luckily, our vets were here. They're here every Tuesday all day. And even though we tubed them, we did pain management, we literally did everything, they both ended up rupturing, like 1 hour apart. And so we had to put poor Abilene down, and then we had to put Helen down, who was like devastating, because Helen is one of these rehab stories that we literally brought back, like Sarah, from the brink. And then to have her go out like that was just gut-wrenching. And so it was not a good day yesterday. Luckily, those kinds of weeks don't happen too often or very often at all. It's the unfortunate reality of being in rescue, but rescue on a very large scale. You end up having days like this where it's not the norm.
So right now we're teaching Desiree the proper placement of her shoulders, because when you're riding a horse, your shoulders should match your horse's shoulders. And so right now she's traveling in the left direction. And so Presley's, when she goes into the canter, Presley's left leg is going to go first into the left lead. Therefore, Desiree's left shoulder needs to be forward to tell her horse that we're leading with the left. Pick up that right shoulder and put it to the outside of the arena. Nope, other way, you just turned it inside. Turn it towards me. There you go, Desiree, good. But your eyes stay forward the whole time, okay? There you go, beautiful, Des. And so she's listening to you so nicely, so do a little circle, then ask for a stop and change direction. Okay. Awesome, great job. When you go to stop, Des, think about not touching her at all with your hands and test it just with your sit really heavy in your saddle and say, whoa, loud enough for her to hear, she'll stop, I promise you. There you go, increase your pressure. Good job. And now your left shoulder is gonna come to me. Great job, Des. Pick up that left shoulder and put it to the outside. So look at me really quick, your shoulder's like this. I want you here. Up and then out. But your head stays over her ears the whole time. And so I'm just repeating it. And then once you move it, I will stop repeating it. Okay. But right now you're right, you're here. And so think about putting your spine straight and then sideways. All right, so now she's ignoring you totally, right? So pick up the end of the rein and tap her if you need to. Get after her like we get after Apple. Just be ready for it. So ask her for a walk before you tap her, okay? There, now drop your hands and leave her mouth alone. Keep your hands there the whole time. And you're not doing anything wrong, Des. I just need to figure out how to tell you. So like I said, if you're gonna do something, so I didn't snatch her, right? Because if I tell her to create that energy, then I'm not trying to stop it after I make her go forward. So I'm not touching her mouth at all because I want her to keep going. Whoa. Light touch, right? I just lifted it lightly, but it came mostly from my mouth and my saddle. Every time I say tap, I'm talking about my legs. Tap, tap. Cluck, tap, tap, tap. Whoa. So even when I turn, I go down and out, that way it never pulls on her mouth. She's just testing Des. She doesn't do it with me when I ride her. So because I come in, I'm like, we're trotting. She's like, right? Even when you're lunging a horse, and if they break down to a trot or they break down to a walk and you didn't ask for it, that's them taking the upper hand, right? You didn't tell them to down transition. So that's the horse, without you even being on its back, that's the horse telling you that it's in charge. So if she were to down transition when I was lunging her, I would have her go back into the canter, go back into the trot until I say so. That way when I get on her back, she knows that I'm directing her speed, her direction, and her movement. So she's really just testing us to be like, are you really sure you want me to do this right now? And I'm like, yes, I'm 100% certain. She's great to learn on because it gives you the proper tools, how to use your hands, how to use your legs, how to use your voice command and your seat, because she really tells you when you're not giving the right cue. She's totally testing you, Des. She did. I rode her yesterday and she was totally fine. It's all about your energy. So as I approach her, I'm like, we're riding and we're doing this, get on, woo, trot, right? If I come in here and I'm like, and I'm not saying that you are doing this by any means. I know you're really focused and with your horse. But if I'm like, la, 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 check this, do this, unpat her here, do this. Presley's like, what are we doing? Like, I'm not sensing what we're doing here. So carry your energy with purpose. Carry your energy with determination. So working with horses, it's like visualizing everything. So when I sit on her back, I visualize us moving into the trot. I visualize us moving into the canter in union, in a relationship with each other. And so carrying my energy like that tells them how the ride is gonna go. And so Presley knows my energy is, we're in work mode right now. You have to pay attention to me and listen to my cues. And when you do, I take the pressure off and we have a wonderful ride and a great session. Carrying your energy properly, controlling their speed and movement even when you're not on their back. That way when you are on their back, they know that you're in control. Yeah, and practice. Every day, practice, 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 and Presley is a great horse for us to practice on. Patrick, we're gonna show everyone this amazing trick that we learned yesterday. We only practiced it 2 times. All right, what I'm setting up here is a little L shape for us to side pass over. There are things called trail courses and ranch courses that you could compete in, and it's basically an obstacle course on horseback, so it's super fun. So yesterday, me and Patrick set up the L, and we did it, and he was so good about it. Just give Patrick a second to walk around, taking all his surroundings. Oh. Oh, good boy. Now I'm gonna rotate his shoulders and his butt is gonna stay still so that I could get into the L part. So you'll realize his hind legs stay still. Oh, that was a little messy. We're gonna fix that. We're just gonna complete this. Good boy. Good boy. And so this side is a little harder for him because I'm asking him to move onto the side that he has no eye. And so he did a really good job just now. We're gonna get down and fix that so we could do it the other way. And so that's something that could be in a ranch course or a trail course. Oh. Whenever I stop a horse, I like to back them up as their final step. Oh. 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 Good boy. Oh. Good boy. Okay, the end part was really beautiful. Good boy. And so what I'm looking for is his front legs to cross over. And then when I get to the corner, his hind legs stay put and his front legs cross over to finish the L. Oh. Okay, it's just you and me. Oh. Oh. Good boy. Oh, way better. Good boy. Because I was asking him really to stay still for me and wait and take his time for the pulse. So now I'm like, here's your freedom. Go ahead and run. Good boy.
The best way to support us is always through donations, whether that be product that we need or monetary. And you can do that by joining our Patreon, going to the website, or visiting any of our social media platforms for links on the best ways to help us.